Hello, sports enthusiasts, coaches, players, parents. I'm a baseball coach. My name's Ed Miller, Coach Ed, and I've coached baseball for a long time, coaching at the younger levels in Little League, All-Stars, travel ball now. I've also coached high school ball. Shout out to the TCHSA Falcons and the MCA Cougars. Oh, that's been a while now, but I love coaching baseball. And, I think that there are some unique challenges that we're facing right now, but it's been an issue all along. Hall of Famer Yogi Berra once said that baseball is 90% mental and the other half is physical. We're not going to go to him as a math expert, but he was right on about baseball is a mental sport and an emotional sport too. We need a mental strength and emotional regulation to be effective. Down here, you'll see some words. Mental and emotional muscles need to be exercised, just like the physical ones. Kids learn how to handle big emotions, how to focus, how to be positive, and build confidence through practice, reps, drills. Is there anything in your plan for this winter for mental and emotional strength training? I don't think very many people are doing this. Not focusing on it. We're doing our hitting drills and we're pitching and we're throwing and we're fielding, and that's all good. But many of us are neglecting the mental strength. With the reality of this pandemic over the last year, the mental and emotional strength has been diminished for all of us. A lot of what's happening is really hindering our development, our mental and emotional development. We want to work on that together. So I've created this 4-week program, and you can go further, but the 4-week program, and it's intended for teams to do together, individuals, maybe just a parent and a player. You can do it in many different ways. There's a leader's guide, a written form that guides you through this process, and it won't just be me talking. Did a little bit of the introduction now, but not as much. The first subject we're going to focus on is focus or concentration. Where's your focus? Focus is critical. The ability to be able to focus on the right things can make it or break it for a player. I'm going to have you watch a video from YouTube now. It's a football video from the movie Invincible. And I want you to watch Vince is trying out an open tryout for the Eagles. I want you to watch his concentration and his focus as a receiver. I want you to discuss that. What do you see that, and what enables someone to be good at concentration? What's that look like? Then I want you to talk particularly about a receiver. What can distract a receiver from effective focus and concentration? Talk about that together, whether it's just two of you or a whole team. Discuss that, and then come on back to me here. I hope you enjoyed that discussion. Focus, concentration. Wide receiver position, the reason I chose that is that you really need great concentration. Looking the ball into your hands, right? Looking it into your hands, catching it. And you probably came up with this, one of the most difficult challenges for a receiver is hearing footsteps, thinking about turning upfield. In other words, thinking too much about the next move and taking your eye off that ball. Thinking, I'm going to turn. How often do you see receivers do that? That happens to the very best of them. So focus on the right things. There are lots of things that are going to vie for our attention that are going to come out of ourselves, our emotions, our fears, our anxiety, or from outside. We're going to talk about that a little bit more soon. Before we do, though, let me tell you a story about another athlete who really had a significant struggle with his focus in a key situation. This is Dan O'Brien, and he was a great decathlete. Competed in the Olympics in the decathlon, and in Atlanta he won a gold medal. And then 4 years later, he was coming to the Barcelona Olympics and had with high hopes. He got to the trials, and he was facing some pretty stiff competition in the trials. So there was pressure on him right there. He got to the sixth event, the pole vault, one of his best events, and he was in the lead and expected to increase that lead. Well, they started the competition, and they raised the bar by increments, and you can start wherever you want. And he waited and let several rounds pass because he was used to starting at a later point. But what happened was that means he didn't have a successful jump under his belt. So he came to the height that he was going for now, which he had made many times, and he ran down the runway, put the pole in, and for some reason his mind got focused on something in that landing pit that he didn't like, and it distracted him, took his focus off of putting the pole in the landing and getting up. His focus was in the wrong place, and he missed. He didn't even come close. Well, okay, no problem, right? Second attempt, runs down the path. Plant's looking at this. His mind just repeats, goes to that same issue, gets his focus off, and he misses his jump again. Now he's got a bigger problem. Not only does he have this distraction that when he gets to the landing site, getting ready to jump, now he's got other things going on in his mind. Oh, what happens if I miss this jump? I don't make the Olympic team. I don't get to go to the Olympics. I'm going to lose a lot of promotion, sponsorship, income. It's going to be horrible. So now he's got that anxiety and fear in his mind. And of course, you can see it coming. Self-fulfilling prophecy. He did not make it, did not qualify. That's a difficult one, isn't it? That's tough. But how often do we face something similar where somebody's yelling distracts us, our own fear of what might happen if we strike out, if we miss a ball, make a bad pitch? Wow, can happen easily, can't it? So we're going to go into that. Now we're going to talk about how to have our focus be on the right things. I want you to take a look at this photo. This is an adult ball player in an adult wood bat league, and he's ready to bat. And I want you to think in your mind that you're in that situation. He's focused for now, but he's faced this good pitcher already. This is his third time facing him. Twice, he has not been successful. Struck out once, grounded out the other. Now he's up there. What is going through his mind? I want you to just think about this for now. What are some things that could be distracting him, and what is the correct focus? What should he be focusing on? I just want you to just think about that. Ponder that a bit. Think about it. We're going to listen to another gentleman, a sports psychologist, who's done a lot of thinking about this, a coach as well. And he is going to take us through a short video and then introduce to us our first drill as well. So watch carefully, and we're going to do this drill. Now I want you to practice drill number 1 that Dr. G just explained to you. Practice it. And I want you to do this drill 2 minutes every day to work your mental and emotional focus. Train your mind and your emotions to focus and not get distracted. Or when you get distracted, be able to come back. Okay? Now, I want to teach you a second drill that I'd like you to do every day in the coming week. And I want you to think you're a pitcher. And I want you to do the step number one, where you lift your leg, and then you're balancing on one leg. Hold that position. So this is physical, emotional, and mental strength training. We're going to work on strengthening your power leg. And I want you then to look wherever you are, look across the room and focus on one really specific point. Like if you've got a banner or something you're looking at, pick one word. Focus on just that word. If it's as a picture, a drawing, a diagram, focus on a part of that. And I want to do the same thing. Stay focused. The distraction is you're going to be distracted because you're going to lose your balance. You're going to get tired. That's going to put a little stress, bring a little bit of difficulty into this. Stay focused. Now, don't worry about losing your focus, losing your balance. Just regroup and use the same word that you've been using. Many of you have probably been using the word ball because we're focusing on the ball. Use that word. Deep breath. Ball. Right back to it. Right back to it. Get your mind practice. We're practicing concentration. We think we're just going to develop these things on their own, but that doesn't happen with the physical aspects. We don't become a good pitcher just by pitching. We do improve in some ways, but you have to learn a technique and you got to practice the technique to get that wonderful, perfect pitching form down that you can then repeat. Hope this is helpful. The most important thing is to practice and to drill this week. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. 2 minutes on drill 1, 2 minutes on drill 2, and exercise those mental and emotional muscles. Have fun. See you back next week.